stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Rams sideline, get a look at their head coach. His guys parlaying a pair of early home games into a 2-0 start to this season. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Raiders. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kate Scott along with Brock Heward. Kicker Cameron Dicker looks all set down there. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Running with Saquon Barkley. And this is pushed ahead to a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Design bootleg here. He'll step up, and there he goes. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Back now, pressure coming. Taking in on the slant by Besh. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
Man in motion out of the slot. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
He's got Khalil Shakir. Tackle made right around the 26. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him, and starts at the 38. Working on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. He's going to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas first down.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 40.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders go up 6-0 here in the first. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. He brushed him off with ease. And he stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line.
Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So the flag not necessary, Brock. He made the catch anyway, and they're going to take that yardage instead. The interference penalty is declined.
Really a testament to his focus throughout that play. It's one thing to catch balls in practice or on air or even 7-on-7, but to do it through violence, through aggression, through interference on the other side, typically is what separates the good from the great receivers in this league.
First and 10 now from the 46. Setting up to throw. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers trim the lead to 1. Glad McConkey with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
First down, around with Barkley. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second and 10. Here's a pass. He's going to tuck it and run. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the...
Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Carlson now to add one more. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Chargers send wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Airing it out to start this drive. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Teteroa McMillan he was looking for. And it sets up second down. He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, there's court
pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Second and 13 at the 20-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Here he goes, third and long. Out to his wide end, it's a screen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Chargers and wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. He'll look to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from the 42.
Chargers, first down.
Shotgun give to Hampton. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. Not in the time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
It's a gain of 9.
It's Hampton on second. Headed right through the middle of the field. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Trying to work quickly now.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
At the 9-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
70. Dragon 60.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This one's caught. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and inches.
Looking to throw here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up fourth and short.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Now throw for it. Got his man. Shakir has it. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Airing it out to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On second down, here's Barkley. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on third. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. First and 10 now from the 46. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up
shotgun snap, looking to throw.
At the Chargers' 49-yard line.
Down the field, he's got Pierce. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. On the draw, it's Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
And 8 yards to go.
Come on, set! 70 Lions!
I'll throw it. Has it in close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
ruled out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Hawk 70.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. And the defender comes away with it. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. Well, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They're working quickly here.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 40-yard
It's
line.
not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. McConkey's got it again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Ready, hut, go!
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. And it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And it's Puka Nacua. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chiefs are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is J.J. McCarthy. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Vikings are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is Brandon Ayuk. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 58 yards for the score. The Texans move to 2-1. They get the victory here. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Here's Hampton, open the drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back to Hampton. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19 tight, 19.
3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Dicker connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3.
Ready.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He keeps it and takes off. And this one does not go far.
Positive, that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, Feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43. He's going to throw it again. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Sticking to the air here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
They are throwing it again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Dicker connects there. And that extends the lead to 20.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Working on first down. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 32.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. Put a receiver in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Let's go, 80.
Barkley again here on second. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's going to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team, and he's been getting all of it every time out. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that can put this just too far out of reach. And that one's complete. Amarion Hampton. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense working quickly.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
They go play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's second down.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Looking in the air here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Downfield, and he has McConkey. Again, he's got room. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. He dodged the tackle. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Let's go now. Cowboy.
They'll throw it here on first. Big gain downfield. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Come on. Hey.
First down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
Second and 18 at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
From the gun on third down. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be fourth down coming up.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
And a Raider first down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone on first. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Raiders 21.
Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Christian Isian on the coverage.
Back to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. There he goes again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. The fifth of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
It's his running back. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. We've set it down from 37.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to pass on first and 10. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas.
Throwing from the gun. Brought in right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
10 at the 19-yard line.
In the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Second down and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Get it.
They'll throw third and long. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. One after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
8 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Hampton. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We've set it down from 37.
And the Chargers.
This time it's a passing play. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
That's another Charger.
Running it with Hampton. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Chargers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Number 15,
18 Rattler.
a gain of 3.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And then it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers put up even more points in a win. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tack on 7 more to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Panther 60.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11.
Here we go, set.
And the Raider
19, Charger, 19. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second.
Brings up second
and 3 now.
At the 43-yard line.
Besh goes motion right. He's going to throw it again. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Hawks 70, Hawks.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start.